Not close at all, unanimous. 10 out of 10 scouts surveyed by TSN has him the clear number one in this year's draft class. In a draft year, really, after number one, where it's a bit of a hodgepodge all over the place, not necessarily identifiable names right behind him. He's a big center, 6'3" almost. Put up huge numbers last year, 40-plus goals, 100-plus points in leading Brandon to the WHL championship. He was the playoff MVP, so he's coming off an absolutely stellar year. Terrific bloodlines. His dad, Steve Patrick, played in the NHL, and of course, so did his uncle, James Patrick, a terrific defenseman. Now, he's not a dynamic skater. He doesn't have quite the wow factor of Connor McDavid, Jack Eichel, or Austin Matthews. He's been a little spoiled on that front. And scouts don't discount the possibility that he could be a number one center in the National Hockey League. But a lot of the scouts I talk to say he projects more as a consensus second-line center as opposed to a first-line center. Worth noting, too, he was 4 days away from being eligible for last year's draft. If you were slotting him in that draft last year, he would not have knocked out any of the top four guys. And the scouts I talked to said he was probably anywhere between 5 and 10 in last year's rankings.
Well, it's interesting. Here comes Nolan Patrick into the Moose Jaw zone. He scores! Nolan Patrick, the game winner!
What an executed play, and give full kudos to Tyler Coulter as he strips the puck off the Moose Jaw Warriors stick deep in the Brandon zone, and then right away it's just an up pass.
Patrick able to clear the zone. Haase pop with a wrist shot. Has a block by left who gets knocked down at center for Patrick, and he scores.
4 days away from being eligible for last year's draft, so the scouts got to see him in a pressure-treated environment
to make a move. Back the other way. Here comes Nolan Patrick into the Regina zone. Patrick cuts to the slot, drags it all the way across, in with a shot stop, rebound, they score!
That Nolan Patrick would be there. He's just so smart. His ability to anticipate the play and finish.
When he was on the ice, he was an impact player, and he's definitely going to be an impactful player and maybe even play in the NHL next year.
Patrick left alone, and he's going to finish that more times than not. It's his 15th.
Around the near boards, Halfaro couldn't clear. Clang at the line. Across for Lewis. Rink wide Patrick. One-timer scores! Nolan Patrick, his 16th, the power play. Cut off by Manel. And the Hurricanes will play it up the near wing. Good stick there by Coulter. He knocked it down and kept it alive. Coulter dropped it off for Patrick. Patrick shoots, scores! What a shot from Nolan Patrick! And it's a 2-1 game.
What a job by Tyler Coulter there to turn the puck over on the boards, win the battle, kind of chip it free, and Patrick just takes a quick
extra attacker on, penalty on the way. Into the corner now for McCorster. Up top for Hischier. He'll go back behind the goal for Coulter. Coulter out front, Patrick scores!
Well, you don't see that happen.
Nice bounce off the inboards. Here comes Coulter, a shot. It's blocked by Pahal. Matheos back in front. Patrick shot. Scores! What a nifty little move that was. Get out. Here comes Nolan Patrick. He'll send it up the far wing for Matheos. 3-on-2 for Brandon. Into the swift current zone. Here's Patrick, a shot. He scores!
And just like that, you sent Nolan Patrick flying out there with a puck, and you know he's got such a way of finding the hole that's faced.
Jones sends it behind the net. Kennedy is there. Durando is
Nico Hischier has performed extremely well. Halifax Mooseheads, he's the 2nd-ranked player coming into this event.
Good in traffic, can make plays, can score goals.
As close as we've ever seen it, and really unprecedented for it to be this tight. 5 of the 10 scouts surveyed had Nico Hischier of the Halifax Mooseheads at number 1. 4 of 10 scouts surveyed had Nolan Patrick. Now, Hischier's interesting. He's got a dynamic quality to his game, high-level skill. He's only 179 pounds, but he's almost 6'2". And they figure that he'll be able to put lots of weight on that frame. Really wasn't on the radar to speak of at the beginning of the season as an elite pick in this draft, but really played well for the Halifax Mooseheads over the course of the season. Was a standout. I mean, he might have been the most dominant individual player at the World Junior Championship, and he really earned this number 1 coming from the back of the pack. But understand this too. Nico Hischier getting 2 of the 10 votes, and a guy that wasn't even in our top 15 in the preseason, and would have been number 16 if there was a 16, has come a long way in a very short period of time. And for me, looks like a legitimate threat for a competition for number 1 overall.
Prior to the World Junior Championships, a couple of scouts told me that, you know, don't close the door on Nico Hischier being the number 1 overall pick. He was that good. Well, he didn't do anything to dispel that notion at the World Junior Championship, post-World Junior, and now at the Prospects game, he was excellent again. And, you know, Bob talks about now 2 votes for Nico Hischier. He's closing the gap. So I don't see a gap between Nico Hischier and Nolan Patrick at this time.
Rondelle qui s'en va derrière. Hischier maintenant qui s'avance au cercle. Monahan. Il avait une chance de tirer, mais la rondelle a bondi sur son bâton. Galipo là, est aux prises avec 2 joueurs des Moussettes et la rondelle qui va le but!
Et là, on a joué tellement mollement du côté des Foreurs, on a laissé...
On peut s'en assurer. Galipo. La passe qui a été coupée là, par Hischier et Galipo qui tente de récupérer sa bourde, mais là, Hischier qui va glisser la rondelle dans le filet.
And the Phoenix turning it over. Here's a chance for Hischier, scores. Wow, Hischier gets drilled. Now here's Hischier darting back in over the line. He cuts across the middle into the slot. There's the shot, scores. Nico Hischier fires one up high on Blade Man Dixon, and that's good for pretty much middle of the pack. Puck comes bouncing across. Hischier fanning on it. Hischier bringing it back to the point. All the way back, turning, coming down the middle lane, firing, scores! Nico Hischier, the Swiss. Isaac shot from the point. Looking for a tip perhaps from Moynihan. Comes to Hischier, shot, scores! Nico Hischier, snapshot off the glove of Grew at the side of the net. Couldn't get a shot away. Here's Fortier with his shot. Puck bouncing, they score! And the Halifax Mooseheads have tied it to the point. Cheney over to the far point, and there's the drive, he scores! Slap shot from who else? Back to the Moncton line. Fortier diving, trying to get to it. Knocking Moynihan, bells in front, and Nico Hischier. And now Connor Moynihan keeping it in to Max Fortier, trying to slide it back. It's Hischier in the slot. Shot, save, puck comes to the front. Hischier bangs it in.
Lead 4-3. Soppy to Kennedy. Kennedy has a man in front. Can he get it to him? Looking for the tap, and it's Hischier. He's got it, and it's a tie game. Bradley Kennedy finds.
Back to Moose Cup. There's a pass into the skates of Durando. He turns and fires it. Save made, rebound. Nico Hischier. Blocked by Hischier. He goes down, and away comes Fortier on a breakaway. Fortier, forehand, backhander, forehand shot, save. Hischier scores. Hischier cashes in on the rebound, and the Mooseheads with a 6-2.
Now he does steal. He's got the open net. Hischier scores!
Now Hischier pushing it up on the wing. Fortier will come down, dropping it back. Hischier, one-timer, scores! Goal holding, back to Cheney at the top. Over to Fortier, fakes the one-timer. Moves to the middle. Now feeds it off, back Cheney at the top. Over to Hischier, one-timer, scores! Nico Hischier to the outside, Durando. His pass comes back to Crosley, a low shot. Hischier with a rebound, scores! Nico Hischier bangs.
5 goals on the season. And that's second best in the CHL as the Mooseheads tie this one up.
Fortier coming in over the blue line on the half wall. Fortier swings across, shot, scores! Bit of a fortunate bounce. The puck came out.
Circling. Over to Hischier. Hischier darting down the wing. Here comes Hischier. Scores! Nico Hischier fires it. Now the puck coming up when Lepage has it. Lepage throwing it to the front. Hischier took a crack at it. Scores! Nico Hischier spinning off the puck, getting it to Obe. Obe back, and then a shot from Grew comes over. Holding his Hischier. Fires it. Scores! Nico Hischier up high on the wall. Here's Durando to it. Durando with Hischier going to the net. There's the pass. Hischier in front. Backhander scores. Nico Hischier on a slick
wing. In comes Fortier. Fortier got men going to the net. He dropped for Hischier. Quick shot. He scores. Oh, you can't teach that. Hischier goes upstairs with a quick trick. He's got 2. They center it out in front and all the way back to the line. McIsaac going to keep it in there. Over for Hischier. He scores. That is way too easy. Nico has 2. The Mooseheads lead 7-2.
Let's try to straighten up this power play. Here's McCormick coming up towards his own blue line. Taken off the puck, though, by Hischier. Here's Hischier coming in. Dangling on his backhand. Dangling. What a chance. And a save made. Rebound there for Gates. Puck still loose in the crease, and they score. And it is going to be Nico Hischier.
La Bruno Caldoni qui laisse près son filet. Et c'est Hischier là qui marque le premier but de ce match grâce à son travail en défensif, en échec avant.
Gets to it, brings it back to the point, and there's Obey faking the slap shot. Now the shot tipped, scores. Nico Hischier. Hischier got a piece of that. It changed the direction of the shot.